Well, everybody, welcome to another Grandpa Sports video, and we are here tonight at Green Valley Middle School, and we are here for the Green Valley Sonic Showdown. And the Staley Falcons are going to be taking on the Oak Grove Panthers here in this opening round, and we are ready to tip it off. And Oak Grove is going to get the tip and come right down and score a basket. And that's going to be a foul on Xavier Smith and number 13, Eric Gant, with the with the layup, and then the foul shot afterward here, shooting one. And it's in, and right away it's going to be Oak Grove 3, Staley 0. Oak Grove with the press, putting the pressure on Staley. Going to be off. A Oak Grove player out of bounds. Staley plays it in. Zach Riley with the ball here in the backcourt. Gets it over to Xavier Smith, and it's going to get knocked away. Jordan Douglas throws a hand in there. And evidently it must have went off of Xavier, as Oak Grove's going to have the ball. Staley in a really tight man-to-man defense here. There's a shot by Gant again. Ball kind of bounces around, comes off a Staley player, and Oak Grove is going to have the rebound, but they're going to miss the shot. Zach going to make the drive for the basket. Ball's just a little short off the front of the rim. Oak Grove comes away with it. Bounce pass inside to number 21, Derek Dow, a junior. He puts it up, and now it is 5-0 Oak Grove. Oak Grove trapping Zach over there in the corner. Gets it to Brian Young. Brian back to Zach. Xavier. Brian out front. Zach over here on this side. Hatfield makes a spinning move, kind of dribbles it in between his legs, and is going to get called for traveling. And it's going to be Oak Grove ball, and a 5-0 lead here with 6:26 to play. Once again here, the opening round of the Green Valley Sonic Showdown. Staley Falcons and the Oak Grove Panthers. Here's Zach. He's going to drive. Too soft the last time, too hard this time. And Oak Grove comes away with it. Oak Grove showing quite a bit of speed. Going to be Oak Grove ball out of bounds. Nice turnaround move, but it's in and out. And it's going to be a tie ball. And it's going to go to Staley. Oak Grove still in that full court press. Michael Brinkmeyer gets it underneath as Staley breaks that press. Get the ball down court pretty quick and get the open man. And that's Michael Brinkmeyer, and Oak Grove makes a great pass to the referee. Just not an Oak Grove player there. Hatfield gets it down to the half-court line, kicks it over to Jody. Jody gives it to Brian Kraft, inside to Brinkmeyer again. He's going to turn around, and it's going to be blocked by Derek Dow. And then the little guard, Jordan Douglas, is going to make the drive, and he will get fouled and go to the line here, probably shooting two. I missed the foul. Did you see who that was called on? There's Douglas with the first one. 6-2 now, 5:08 to play here yet in the first quarter. Second one's up off the back of the rim. And Michael Brinkmeyer is going to come down with it. Oak Grove falls back now. No pressure this time. Jody Kraft's going to make the drive. Gets blocked out, but gets the ball up, but just a little bit too soft and is short. Into the big boy. Number 21, Derek Dow. And Michael Brinkmeyer with a nice block and some great defense there. Michael using that body to take up a lot of room there under the basket. Zach gets a hand on it, but Oak Grove controls it. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Eric Gant. Staley handles the press real good. Jody gets it into Michael Brinkmeyer, but it's over the rim. No good. Nice pass there by Cole Doherty to, I think that was Derek Dow who makes that. Now it's 8-2. Staley having just a little bit of trouble getting their offense going. Here's John Hatfield with a three, and it's a no-go. Rebound, Oak Grove. Inside to the zero, that's Austin Latshaw, and he misses it, and Staley comes around, gets the rebound, and now they're headed down court. Jody Kraft with the ball. Jody's going to stop, put it up, and it's going to be 2 points for Jody. That's going to make it 8-4 here with 3:31 to go here in the first quarter, and I'm not sure who called timeout, but I think Staley may have. So we'll be right back here right after this timeout. Okay, Oak Grove brings the ball down court. Staley still in that man-to-man. Last two games, Staley had been playing quite a bit of zone defense. Looks like they don't think they must have much of a height disadvantage here. And the Oak Grove player, Gant, throws the ball off of Jody Kraft out of bounds so that they can set up another play as he was trapped in the corner. And I think that's going to be a foul on Jody Kraft, non-shooting foul. Got 4 team fouls on on Staley right now, 0 on Oak Grove. 3:11 still to play here in the first quarter. Yeah. There's Gant with another shot and a make. Gant, number 13. Hatfield trying to get the pass over to Zach. Zach was open there for just a minute, but just like most of those things, they go away really quick when the ball starts moving. Somebody stepped in front of Zach, knocks the ball out of bounds. Hatfield plays it in on the baseline. Zach loses the handle. Trevor Lamb's going to come up with it. Cross court to Jody Kraft. Pass gets knocked away by number 5, Jonathan Latshaw. And he recovers that ball and comes down and puts a shot up and misses, but it's going to be another foul on Jody Kraft. So Jonathan Latshaw at the line there shooting 2. And Jonathan makes the first one. 11-4 now, Oak Grove. Second one's off the back of the rim. Zach comes away with the rebound. Hatfield in the corner, back to Zach, and a 3, and Zach is going to make that. Zach Riley with the 3, 11-7. Now Staley goes into the zone defense. And I think that's going to be a foul on Trevor Lamb. And going to the line is going to be number 32, Cole Doherty. Cole sinks the first one. 12-7 now, 5-point lead for the Oak Grove Panthers. Cole toes up the line, little squat, shoots, and will make the second one. Back to a 6-point lead. They get it over the line to Trevor. Back to John Hatfield, and here's a 3, and John is going to get a 3. 13-10 now, Oak Grove. Staley slowly starts climbing back into this, and it looks like Staley was back into man-to-man. Zach snags down that pass as they try to go cross court. Here's Zach with a 3, no good. And they're going to call that off of Cole Doherty, as Zach was putting some pressure defense on there and forced that turnover. What they call? It was off the Oak Grove player, out of bounds. There's Trevor with a shot. Off the back. Zach rebounds and will get it back up in there. And that's going to make it 13-12 now, as we are down to 32 seconds to play. And we're going to get a traveling, I believe that was going to be on Jordan Douglas. And ball goes over to Staley, and Staley now with a chance with 25 seconds to actually take the lead here in the first quarter. Down to 20. Cross court to Trevor, in the corner to Nathan. Just a tenth of a second or so left, and Zach puts up a shot, and right here now with the first period gone, it is going to be Oak Grove Panthers 13 and the Staley Falcons 12, and we'll be back right after this timeout. Okay, here we go with the second 8. Once again, Oak Grove still ahead by 1 point, and they've got the ball now, and there's the shot. And it's off, rebound by Hatfield. That was Jordan Douglas with the shot, and he misses. Oak Grove in pretty tight man-to-man, putting the pressure on. Nathan Fulkerson makes the turn on the dribble. Kicks it out to Hatfield. Now Trevor Lamb. The freshman works out front here with the ball, waiting for somebody to move inside. Hatfield gets it. John with a left-handed finger roll, sort of. And they're going to call it off of Hatfield, and it's going to be Panther ball. And there's a shot going to be off the rim again by Jordan Douglas. Staley with the rebound. Hatfield goes in, throws it up on the backboard. Rebound by Fulkerson, but he can't get it to drop either as the lid closes on the basket again. Excuse me. Cole Doherty with a shot. He misses the rim. Doherty with the ball again, and he's going to put it up and get fouled. And I believe it's going to be a foul on Nathan Fulkerson, number 10. And Cole Jr. is going to be going to the line here for one shot. And now Oak Grove with a 3-point lead. We've got 6:39 yet here in the first quarter. Cole's going to make it.
There you go.
Zach's going to get into the free throw lane, cannot get it to drop. And I think they're going to call a foul. I think it's on Nathan Fulkerson. Or I'm sorry, Tyler Nugent, I think, for reaching over. Austin Latshaw, a senior, at the line, shooting 2. As we are in the penalty, Staley with 9 team fouls. Oak Grove, none. And that's going to be off of the Oak Grove player. Staley ball over in the corner. Hatfield gets it in to Zach. Kick it over to Trevor. Trevor tries to get it inside to Nathan Fulkerson. It's a no-go. Inside to Derek Dowell, and Derek's going to put it up, and he will get fouled in the act. I think that was on Tyler Nugent also. Another foul on Tyler Nugent. That should be 2. And Austin is going to make it. And we're back to 7 points. Staley with the ball on the baseline. Get it into Tyler Nugent, but it's going to get knocked away. Zach comes up with that rebound and then gets it down court. And we've got a foul on the Oak Grove player. I think it was 23. I think it was Levi Harmon, if he's even out there. Must have been 21. Zach with a nice play inside in the lane. 19-14 with 5:40 to play. Tyler Nugent steps in there and grabs that pass. Hatfield down with it, wants to drive. Kicks it out to Chad Hall, and Chad, who just checks into the game, cannot find the rim. Nice play by Zach, but I think it's going to be out of bounds off of Zach. Oak Grove with the ball now on the baseline. They've got to kick it into an easy shot there by number 10, and he's going to be fouled by Trevor Lamb. Fouls on Trevor?
I got it.
Okay. Jordan Douglas at the line, shooting 2. Jordan misses the first one. Going to tow it up here again to the line. Up and in. 20-14 with 5:16 to go now in the first quarter. They clear out the court, let Zach bring it up. Zach into the free throw lane, and he's going to be fouled by Derek Dow. That's really only the second team foul here for Oak Grove now, as we've only got 5:03 to play here in the second quarter. I think it was Dow, 21. Zach makes the first one. Second one's up and off the heel of the rim. Michael Brinkmeyer with some defense over there. But Oak Grove is going to maintain control of the ball. And they're going to get inside to Dow. And he's going to get hammered. Or they're calling a charging foul on that. That's going to be a foul on 21. And Staley gets the ball. It's going to be reaching around on Jordan Douglas. That'll be the third team foul. For them. Trevor with the ball out front, waiting for somebody to break. Now Hatfield there without anybody on him, and he's going to put it up, but no good. Trevor with the rebound. Kicks it out to Zach. Zach's going to drive. Tries the layup and the finger roll. And I believe that's going to go off of Tyler Nugent, out of bounds.
Hey, Black! To this side.
Oh, nice give and go as Austin Ladshaw with a nice pass to Eric Gant. Get it into the big guy, and then he just passed it off. And they get a backdoor play on Staley. Ball's hit by Cole Doherty, but Trevor recovers the ball. And then it goes out of bounds off of a Oak Grove player. 7-point lead here still with 3:46 to play. Oak Grove with the lead. I think Coach Wheeler's wanting some movement as he's yelling at the boys. Here's Hatfield as he's going to spin around. 2 points for John. And a shot out at the top of the key. Hatfield with the rebound. Over to Xavier in the corner. Hatfield out to Trevor. Into Michael Brinkfire. Kind of looking over his options and gives it to Trevor, and then a nice feed from Trevor into Brinkmeyer. But Trevor loses the handle. Get the ball inside to the big guy, and he's going to be tied up by Tyler Nugent, and we're going to have a jump ball and a position arrow will go to Staley. Oak Grove still with that 5-point lead, just hanging on to it. Staley just can't seem to crack it open.
Go.
Zach backing up, trying to spread the floor out a little bit, and it looks like Coach Wheeler is going to call a timeout and talk with the troops. 2:28 to go. Oak Grove still with a 5-point lead. We'll be back here in just a minute. Okay, after a rather emotional meeting on the sideline here, we'll see if this inspires the troops, as Wheeler kind of got a little vocal over there. I think he was wanting some movement out of the players. From Staley. Over to Zach. Hatfield in the corner for a 3, and he's going to make it. And that's going to make it 22-20 as Staley closes to within 2 again. We got 1:57 excuse me, to play here in the half. Oh, nice play. Very nice play. Doherty inside. I think that was Tanner Kannick, I believe. Oak Grove back out with a 4-point lead. There's Hatfield with another 3, and John's going to make another one. John wide open over there. He squares up, puts the ball up. And that's 2 threes in a row for John now. Yeah, nice Nugent with a block there. And they got a guy back on the back. They better watch out. And, oh, almost an errant pass. A spin move there by Latshaw. But Oak Grove comes away with the rebound. Michael Brinkmeyer way out front here. I have to say, Staley playing just a little bit more with authority here after that timeout by Coach Wheeler. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and looks like they're going to go for the last shot. Zach comes up, and they get it inside to Eric Gant, and he will get the ball, and it's going to give Staley a chance here as we are down to 10 seconds, but still they're only going to be able to get within 1 or 2 points. Zach drives around, throws it out to Xavier with 2 seconds, and it's off the rim. Zach with the rebound. But your score here now, after half of play, and it's going to be Oak Grove Panthers 26 and the Staley Falcons 23. It might give you a little roundup of the scoring here so far. For Staley in the first half, it's going to be Michael Brinkmeyer with 2, Zach Riley with 5, Jody Kraft 2, John Hatfield, the big scorer here, as I've got a wonderful picture of this guy's back. John Hatfield with 3, 6, 9, 11 points. That's going to do it for Staley. On the other side, looks like it's going to be Douglas with 2, Gaunt with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points, Dow with 4, Cole Doherty with 2. And that's going to conclude the scoring here for the first half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with action here in just a little while. Okay, ready to start the second half. Oak Grove with the ball and a 3-point lead. And here's a 3 by Jordan Douglas. Get Oak Grove off to a good start here. Douglas up, putting some pressure on Zach. We're going to get it inside to Zach, too high on the backboard. He goes down, and they're going to call that off of an Oak Grove player. So Staley with the ball, Hatfield into Zach, Xavier over to Brian Young, inside to Zach, and they're going to call traveling on Zach. Yeah, cross-court pass. Some things will hurt you a lot. Zach just jumps up and grabs it. Brian Young with the ball. Xavier. Michael Brinkmeyer, Hatfield. Imagine there's inside to Xavier Smith, and man, a nice little shot there. And Xavier with 2 points. And we're going to have a foul on Staley. And I was writing down the 2 points for Xavier and missed who that was called on. But it's going to be Oak Grove ball into the basket. Staley, I believe, in a zone. Didn't actually get spread out far enough to tell. But Oak Grove's going to turn it all over, and it's going to be Staley ball now with 6:41 to go, and Oak Grove still with a 4-point lead. Here's John Hatfield with a 3, and it's off the front of the rim, just a little bit short. Oak Grove comes down court. Number 10 here with another try at a 3. He's going to miss that. 2 Oak Grove players tip it. Zach Riley comes away with it. There's Hatfield on the side. And I think they're going to call a foul inside on an Oak Grove player, I think probably behind Michael Brinkmeyer, who they were trying to get that pass to. And now in the second half, we got a team foul for each team. Brian Young with a jumper on the far side. No good. Oak Grove rebound. Oak Grove moving the ball around, try to get it into 13. Staley so far keeping that ball out from the inside, and that's going to be a charging foul. I believe on number 21, Derek Dow. And that could be 4 fouls on Dow. Jody Kraft brings it over the midcourt line. Hatfield in the corner for a 3. Off the rim, over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. John just can't quite find the range here so far this half. Plenty of time. .5:17 to go, 4-point game. Oak Grove with the lead. Dribbling the shot by Douglas, Jonathan Douglas, and it's back to 6 points. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Zach with a 3, and Zach will make that. Staley still in the zone, and another 3 for number 10, Jonathan Douglas, and we're going to have a timeout here, folks. We'll be right back. Forgot to mention at the beginning of the game, the Oak Grove Panthers being coached by Ty Hames, and the Staley Falcons coached by James Wheeler. Get it into Zach. It's going to be over the rim, and the rebound to Austin Latshaw. He gives the ball to Douglas. And here's a 3 by number 13, Eric Gant. And it's 37-28 all of a sudden, and Oak Grove now with a 9-point lead. Brian Young with the drive. Nice soft bounce, but just not in. Oak Grove trying to get a fast break, and they turn the ball back over to Staley. I think we're going to have a foul. It's going to be Staley ball on the baseline, and it's on Austin Ladshaw. Nine-point lead for Oak Grove. Staley with the ball. Boy, Staley needing a 3 bad here to kind of climb back into this. Inside to Jody Kraft. And Jody's going to get that in there. That's 4 for Jody. And that's going to be a turnover as Jody Kraft there with some pressure forces the ball, forces the Oak Grove player. And I lost my pen. We may be in trouble there. Jody looking at a 3. He's going to pull up again, and Jody Kraft with 2 more. Jody Kraft now kind of the hot hand, and they get it down to 5 points. Staley with the man-to-man. They were, I think, in the zone, but they were killing them outside. And number 24, Tanner Canick, with 2. Here's Zach with a 3. Zach with a 3, and it's up off the glass, and no good. Oak Grove with the rebound. 7-point lead here, 1:50 to play. They just about throw it away, and looks like Coach Hames is going to call a timeout and talk to the guys with 1:46 to go. Oak Grove 39-32. Back in play. Looks like they're going to get it inside to Derek Dow, and Derek's going to make it. And that's going to get it back up to 9 points for Oak Grove. Brian Young on the other side just about traveled. Oak Grove with some really tough defense right now in this man-to-man that they're playing. And they just about force a turnover here for Staley. But it's going to be Staley ball over on the far side. Going to get the ball into Tyler Nugent, but Tyler's going to miss the shot. Oak Grove down court with it. Nice drive by Cole Doherty, but he can't make it. Hatfield comes away with it, and he's going to slip and lose his footing. And Cole Doherty is going to make it. 43-32, now 11-point lead and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Out to Brian Young, Trevor Lamb for a 2-3, I think, and he misses it. He's short, and it's going to run out of time. And a long shot, but your score here after three quarters, you're going to be Oak Grove 43, Staley 32. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've already started the fourth quarter. Got about 15 seconds gone. Coach Wheeler called a timeout inside to Trevor Lamb, and they're going to call goaltending on that. Give Trevor Lamb 2 points. That's goaltending on Oak Grove. Yeah, that was goaltending. And down to 9 now, 7:32 to play. Staley definitely got to come up with some tough defense and then get the good shot on offense. And it's going to be traveling on Derek Dow. I think he wanted to make a pass over here to the player on his left, but then changed his mind, but he'd already lost control of the ball. Now it's going to be traveling on Jody. Is he traveling on Jody? Once again, looked like the same deal. He wanted to make a pass and then changed his mind, but it was too late. He moved his feet. 7 minutes to go. Still a 9-point lead. Harry Gaunt with a shot, and I think it's going to be off of a Staley player. No, they're calling it off of Oak Grove. So Staley ball. Out to the big guy, Tyler, over to Jody, Zach. Tyler again on the outside. Brian Young, Zach, looking inside. Cross court to Trevor Lamb. A nice play by Trevor to save that, and then another nice play. And they're going to call out of bounds on Jody Kraft, and it's going to go back over to Oak Grove. This time slowly slips away here. 6:30 to play in the final period of play. Oak Grove still with a 9-point lead. Staley with the man-to-man. And they had a fast break. And I think the pass may have led Zach just a little too much. Here's a 3 try, and it comes up short. Doherty with the rebound, then back to Douglas, and he's going to get it inside to Dow. Dow's going to get fouled on the shot attempts. And Derek Dow going to be at the line, shooting 2. Derek's going to miss the first one, as I mean it was stone silence in here. Here's the second one, and it's up and in for Derek. And that's going to make it 10 points. And Oak Grove comes in with some substitutions, or a substitution. I think number 24, Tanner Canick, come in for Doherty. And a steal by Douglas. Shot, no good. Rebound underneath. Another shot. And they're going to call that off of Zach Riley. And Oak Grove will retain possession. 5:40 to play here. inside, but I think Hatfield knocked it away. Try to get a pass to Xavier Smith, and it gets knocked away, and then a couple of players get together. Hatfield and Gaunt get together. And I think they're just going to go with the possession arrow, I think. I don't know what they're doing here. But Oak Grove with the ball. Nice pass inside from Douglas to Latshaw. And he's going to get fouled, but that's only 3 team fouls. I think it was not a shooting foul. That's going to be 4 team fouls on Staley, 3 on Oak Grove. Dribble move and the shot by Douglas, no good. Trevor Lamb comes up with a rebound. We really need a 3 here big time. Xavier into Michael Brinkmeyer. Michael Brinkmeyer with the left hand. Nice little turnaround and finger roll. And that gets 2 of them back. Dribble and the put up by Eric Gant. And we're back to 10-2. Zach Riley. Trevor drives all the way around the court and puts up a wrong-handed layup, and it bounces off the rim and out. Oak Grove with the rebound. And they've got a man open underneath, as Austin Ladshaw was wide open, and Hatfield gets over there at the last minute, but is going to hit him on the arm on the shot, and it's going to be a Ladshaw shooting 2 probably here. Make that 11 and 4:11 to play in the 4th quarter. Second one's up, Ladshaw, and he makes it. Brian Young checks in for Staley. Xavier Smith goes out. Zach brings it down just right at 4 minutes to play, and it looks like timeout for the Oak Grove coach, as Ty Hames calls a timeout as his guy was down on the floor and couldn't do much with it. So it's going to be 4 minutes exactly to play. Oak Grove with a 12-point lead, and we'll be right back after this timeout. Here we go with the final 4 minutes, and Oak Grove plays it in. Lamb back here on Douglas. And I think they're going to call a foul on Michael Brinkmeyer for blocking off. That's still only 5 team fouls, so we're not going to be shooting. That's going to be 3 fouls on Brinkmeyer. What the scoreboard says. And we've got a Oak Grove player down. He looks like he might already have his hold in his knee. But I think we're going to have a little timeout here. We'll be right back. Down on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Eric Gaunt down on the floor. He comes out of the game and he's over on the bench. And we've got a timeout, I believe, by Staley, as Coach Wheeler is out over the half-court line. If he wants to talk to the official or what, but anyway, gets his players back on their side of the court, and Wheeler still talks to the official. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Okay, 3:40 to go. Oak Grove still with that 12-point lead and the ball. And I think Doherty thought he seen somebody under the basket, but they weren't there when the ball went there. Sometimes when you anticipate what somebody's going to do, it doesn't happen. And that might have been the case. Here's Brian Young with a drive, and he decides to make a bounce pass to and it's going to end up being 2 points for Cole Doherty. Tried to get it to Michael Brinkmeyer into the basket. Here's Zach with a three. Nothing but glass. Oak Grove with the ball. Now, Staley traps the player out front, but he gets the ball away. And we are down to 2:48. And here's a drive by Derek Dow, and he's going to get fouled, I think, by Michael Brinkmeyer, but I'm not sure. We'll know here in a minute. And he should be shooting too. 6-team foul, but that was a shooting shot. It's going to be on Michael Brinkmeyer. That'd be his fourth. And Derek's going to miss it.
He didn't make that one, huh?
No. Somebody says something over on his own bench, and I think it kind of freaked him out. And Derek misses that, and we're going to get a traveling on John Hatfield. Oak Grove with a 14-point lead and 2:40 to play. Staley now looks like they're going to try the full court press. There's Gant with a nice move to the basket. He's going to make that and get fouled in the process. So now it's 16-point lead. Gant with a shot, it's missed, and Brian Young comes down with it. And Austin Latshaw got a hand in there and got it out of there, and I think they are going to call a pushing foul on the Staley player, and it looks like Latshaw is going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1, I believe. As that was on Brian Young, that's his third foul. Bashar Alam has checked in for Staley now. Michael Brinkmeyer sits down, takes a little breather. First shot off the front of the rim for Latshaw. Staley with the rebound. Over on the side to Hatfield, and he misses. Oak Grove with the rebound. Here's Gaunt again. Oh, nice move and a left-handed layup by Gaunt. And a steal by Douglas, but Staley manages to come away with it as Douglas misses the shot. Hatfield over in the corner. He says, well, maybe somebody else ought to do it. There's Zach with a three, and Zach's going to get three. It's 15-point lead now with 1:43. And they try to get it inside to Corey Bolin, and it's knocked away by a Staley player, but it will be Oak Grove ball out of bounds on the baseline. Kick it out front to Latshaw. And oh, nice give and go from Eric Gaunt to Jordan Douglas. And it's back up to 17 with 1:22. Here's Zach with another three, and it's going to be off the front of the rim and short. Nathan Fulkerson tries to get one up, but actually hits the bottom of the rim. but there will be a foul on an Oak Grove player. Eric Gaunt and Douglas both get a nice hand as they leave the game, and they should, as both of them played some really good games here tonight against the Staley Falcons. There's Zach from the corner for a three. Over the top, Nathan Fulkerson misses the shot. Chad Hall with it. Try. Zach Riley with the rebound. Tries to get inside. The block. Gets it again. Another one. Gets it again. Puts it up again. And finally, Zach Riley is going to get the 2 points. And that's going to get it back to 15. As we are under a minute to play, and the clock's going to get stopped at 46.4 seconds, and I think it's going to be a foul on Riley. That's Zach's second foul. And it's going to be Jordan Latchaw at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 probably. No, they're going to give him 2. Must have been in the act of shooting. Ladshaw is going to make both of them. And they take him out. 46-4 to go. Panthers with a 17-point lead here over Staley. Zach backs up behind the three-point line, puts one up. Fulkerson with the rebound. And man, after some rumble-tumble play on the other end, Oak Grove comes down with the ball, but they kind of pull things up. Then they're going to get it inside to Tanner Canuck. And he's going to make it 60-41, and we're down to 13, 12, 11, 10. Trevor Lamb with the ball, kicks it out to Chad Hall. Looks like somebody just wants to take that last shot. Chad puts it up. Zach with the rebound, puts it up, and that's going to be the last shot. And the score of your game here tonight from the Green Valley Sonic Showdown is going to be Oak Grove Panthers 60, Staley Falcons 41. Might have a little roundup of the score. If I could get a shot of the teams over there, I would, but I have a gentleman right in front of me, so I can't. But it looks like Michael Brinkmeyer with 4, Zach Riley with 6, 8, 10, 12, Jody Kraft with 6, Hatfield with 3, 6, 9, 11, Xavier Smith with 2, Trevor Lamb 2, and then we go over to Oak Grove, and it looks like Oak Grove is going to have 4, Jordan Douglas with 6, 7, 8, 9, Eric Gant, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points, 17 points for Gant. Dow with 2, 4, 6. And that should round up the scoring, but that's going to do it here, folks, for another one of Grandpa's sports videos here as the Staley Falcons took on the Oak Grove Panthers, with the Panthers coming away with the victory of 60-41. Well, guess we'll see you somewhere else this week, hopefully at a basketball game. So everybody have a good week, and hope you're enjoying Grandpa's sports videos.